Hi everybody, I am here again and in that class I will show you how to create a singleton class that you can use to just have one instance of a specific class. By example, if you have a configuration inside your application, I believe that you will just want to have one instance of a configuration. We don't use to create a configuration object every time that you need to access a configuration of your application. So to do that we can use the Singleton pattern. So to start, I will create a config file. We will use the config example to that video. So let's open the PHP tag, let's create a class, config class, and to get a new instance of the class, what we will do is to create a new static function that we can access without have an instance of that object. So get instance, we'll call this function instance sorry, and here what we will do is to check sorry, let me close my WhatsApp. So here I will check if I already have an instance of that class created. So I will use self, that is the self class, so in that case will be the config class. So let's check if we have an instance something. In that case I have to declare my instance attribute. This attribute, because I am using this attribute inside an static function, this attribute has to be an static attribute too. So let's make this static and private. So if I have something in instance, I will return what I have here. So just return self instance, and if I don't have nothing here, I will just create a new config object and store that object in the attribute instance. And let's create just a simple function to check if that code works. Function print that echoes it is working, and here let's get an instance of that class. Let's check if it is working. Config will receive config get instance. So what will happen in the first time that I execute this function, my if condition will tell us that I don't have an instance. I have nothing here in instance, so the code will continue with the execution. I just forgot something here, is to return instance after the creation. So if I have nothing, then my code will get here and create a new object of config and return that object. And the second time that I will execute the get instance, I already have something inside instance, so my function will just return what I have in instance. So to check if my code is working, let's do config print, and I am using a PHP built-in server to check if everything is working. So I have my server in localhost .18,000 and the config file.php, it is working. Very good. Now let's create a new instance of that class, and let's check in my browser. It is working. And to check something now, I will show to you how to check if we have really one object of that class. To that, I can use the SPL object ID that receives an object as parameter and return the object ID. And let me add a break line here. Very nice. How you can see, we have the object ID 1 for the twice objects. So now we have a little problem in that class, that class let me create a new instance without using get instance. How you can see here, I will create a new config, and if I run this code, I will see that I have a new ID. So now I really have another object. So to avoid that problem, what I can do is to make the construct function private. So private function construct, yeah. And if I run this code now, I will get an error. How you can see here, call to private function construct from invalid context. So I am trying to call the construct function. So to get a new instance, I have to use the get instance. So if I come here and use the get instance again, I have the ID 1. So this is a very simple pattern and very useful in some case with you are trying to create just only one instance to avoid multiple objects of that do the same thing. So that is the class. So if you have any doubt, give me a comment, and thank you for watching that class. Bye.